Hey guys, Stormstep here. You know what's up. You gotta know what's up. Alex Edwin, still dreaming? It's been out for like a week now. If you haven't heard this, what you doing? What you doing here? It's a masterpiece. Well, I don't know about a masterpiece. It's good. It's Alex Edwin, Brainstorm Alex, his first solo work, his kind of coming out album, if you will. Um, I don't believe it has anything to do with him being gay, or if he is gay, I'm pretty sure he's not gay. But we'll just call it his coming out album because it's his first solo work. It's Alex Edwin. He did some stuff with Rob Clems as Flyover, which it's good. It's not my forte, but it's still good. But I particularly enjoyed this a lot better, and it does sound a bit like Flyover. It's kind of his style. He's got a style. I'm not knocking his style. What am I to knock someone else's style? I don't even have a style. But as a budding musician, I gotta find some cool influences, listen to a lot of music. Aside from just already listening to a lot of music, I gotta find some good music. So I gotta look everywhere. And this is I didn't have to look that hard for this. This is if you don't know, I don't even know what you're doing. If you don't know, you don't know. But anyways, so this is probably the first review on the channel that's actually like a real review. Because I was recording one before this, and while editing, I realized it was horrible. So I want to make this one a lot better, and then redo that one with what I learned. Anyways, let's get on to the actual album. It's this cool little synth pop thingy, but not. It's a lot less synth pop. It's more synth emotional, because pop is kind of lacking the emotion. But yeah. God, that sounds really bad in my head. So it probably sounds even worse. Said. See, it even rhymes. Anyways, so the first couple songs are kind of like an introductory. It's nothing too exciting. We're gonna go over them all like in themselves, containment, something like that. But yeah. So there's particularly, let's just start with Now. It's the little opening song, and as an intro song, I'm not expecting it to be a smash hit. It does what it needs to do. It opens up the album, sets the tone for what's going to be going on, and it sounds like the rest of the album. And that's really good. You can hear this on albums like Good Kid, Mad City. It's like the best rap album in quite a while. It's got a good theme to it. It's got a really good theme to it. But this is why I feel like Still Dreaming is such a good and complete album. It's because it's got its theme and it does it really well. But, well, yeah, let's just go into Now. There's not much to go into. It's just it's nice, like, rising, synthy little nature. Nice little tune to open it off. And, let's go into Time. Time was I'm pretty sure it was released before, right? Pretty sure it was released as, like, a single before. But I didn't hear it because I'm a lame boy. Because, like I said, if you don't know what's up with this album, I don't know what you're doing, but the singles, you should have at least heard those, maybe, or at least heard they existed. What you gonna do, though? But anyways, And I Of You. It's, this is I just mentioned Time and didn't explain it. Anyways, yeah, Time is a cool little vocally thing. Nothing too exciting, but this is one of the ones where Alex's singing is definitely, it does good. Because I'll talk about it more later, but his singing doesn't always show through the way at least I'd like it to. You know, I didn't make this album. I'm not Alex, so maybe that's what he wanted to do. But I feel like some of the songs his singing falls a little short for the rest of the music. But this is one where it comes through good, like I like it to. And then, well, let's go on to And I Of You. This one has a good probably 15 pounds of reverb on it. Well, not that much. It's got some heavy reverb though, especially on like the vocals, and especially this was probably intentional because it's kind of what the album was about, but it's a lot more soft-spoken in the singing department. So it's hard to understand, and it also you can understand it later on. But it's got a lot of the raw emotion in it, and I really respect him for doing that with the song, and I wish I knew a lot more about what it's about to talk about it. But as a song, it is good. And then there's next, Make It Work. It's what do I say about this one? It's pretty good. The lyrics are quite simple. The production is probably, this is where it really kicks up. I think this is the first kick up, and then later there's a second kick up. But this is probably the first production kick up, and I think it's pretty top notch, to be honest. And there's like two lines of lyrics in it, but they make sense, and they're simple because what they're about is simple. Waiting is the fifth track, and let's cover this because I got distracted for like 10 minutes. That's why I'm not good at this. But anyways, we're getting better. So Waiting is the fifth song. It's a nice little transition song. However, I think it kind of falls flat, because this is one of the ones where Alex's singing doesn't exactly show through the way I think it should. I think, at least. But the production on it's still pretty good. I'll be not the best of the album, but it does its job. But I think that's also because it's a little overshadowed by the next song, Follow, which is probably, in my opinion, the star track. Because aside from being like the midpoint where it kind of crosses over from his kind of soft-spoken to his kind of what he wants to do side of the album, because it goes from it's like a turning point kind of thing. He's starting to do things now. But I think it's got one of his monologues in it, and I think there's only one other in the album if I recall, but it's got that, it's like a melancholy thing that I could listen to for probably hours from him, and it's good. It's just like a nice like middle bit of the track. Now there's a lot other to the track, but that really makes it pop, really. Oof. And it's kind of, I said it was melancholy because it's got that happy and sad feel to it, more sad than happy kind of thing. But I think that's because it's true, because that's how true things are. They're both. They're happy and sad, and this is the turning point in the album, and I think what he's trying to do with himself. So that's just really cool, to be honest. I think this kind of backs up my statement of Follow being his kind of crossover track, because it's almost like the intro song again. Well, it's not the same. It's different. It's not like he just copy and pasted the song. It's definitely a different song, but it's got that kind of, there's not a lot to it. It's kind of like the intro in that stance, but it's like a new intro. It's like if there was a middle to the Star Wars series. You know how they're kind of broken up. Anyways, forget that. That was stupid. But anyways, let's go on to Reason. Now, it's got this kind of build-up thing at the on the previous track that kind of flows into Reason, and Reason just starts off with the drums, and I think that works. Because Reason in itself, if you just start it off by itself, it still sounds good, and it performs really good. And the percussion, the drums, work really well, and the piano sets a great tone with it. And the title song, Still Dreaming, that he does with SDR, is it's got a lot of the kind of Savona SDR kind of disco-y, kind of new disco flavor going on, but it still feels like it's Alex's song on Alex's album, and it's got some synth sounds that are absolutely fantastic. I adore them. I wish I could do something like that. They sound fantastic. You gotta listen to that one for yourself, man. That's, can't begin to describe that, but it's got one of Alex's little monologue things, his kind of sad, happy ones that, again, could listen to that for hours. It's kind of like a look into him, which, you know, being a big fan of him, it's kind of, I think I enjoy it more than I should. Let's just leave it at that. Okay, so the next one is Way Home. This is when the album starts kind of settling itself down. It's kind of doing its thing. It's what an album should do. It should start and have its middle and its end. And that's kind of what it does. It's kind of what Way Home does. It's making its way back home. Making my way downtown. Oh yeah. Anyways, It's just kind of, I think it brings it back to the beginning too in a way because it's kind of got like that million pounds of reverb on it to where it's a bit harder to make out what he's saying, and maybe he's kind of trying to mirror that again, and then he kind of breaks out of it with the next song, which particularly quite good. But you know, anyways, we'll go to the next song because I can try and explain that better. But again, like I said, it's the reprise of "And I of You." So I already can't explain it the way I like to, or the way I'd like to, but I've already stated that. It's just because I don't know it as well as I'd like to know it. But the reverb toned itself down. I can understand the words a lot better. I can understand his emotion a lot better. So the reverb went from extremely heavy, you know, the 50-pound weight at your local Planet Fitness, to a nice little hand weight for when you're in therapy after you broke your arm. The reverb, it controlled itself. But I think I think it's a nice little closer to the album. However, I'm pretty sure that, well, I know actually, but the Spotify and some other ones don't have the last song, and it's just like the single mix of time, but it's kind of like, it kind of shows where the album started with and what it's come to now, but it's, you know, it's just time again without the intro and all that.
Sometimes I think I'll be okay today.
I don't know.
The smallest thing can take that away.
I think "And I of You" would have been a better closer, but again, it's only if you do like the special download or whatever you get the time single. I just feel it wasn't exactly needed, but I understand why it's there. I think it was free anyways, if you got it a while ago, right? I should have done more research into the background of that actually.
But what do you find?
Again, you know, reviews, learning from your mistakes. Anyways, so back to the album again. Stop getting off track. What happened to the last one? I think it's a very complete and full album that you're gonna have to, if you listen to, you're gonna have to listen to it all the way through. It's just one of those. And sometimes that's really good. There are some things that you really should listen to all the way through, and I think this is definitely one of them. But yes, you should definitely check it out. It's really fantastic. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how to end this off really, because there's more I'd like to say, but I'm not exactly sure what that is. Anyways, it was really good. I mean, I called it good, you know, a good 8, because you're not going to listen to it all the time, but when you do listen to it, you're going to enjoy it. And it's definitely, it does what it does really well, and I think it's a look into him, and it does that really well too. He did a fantastic job on this. So that's, yeah, that's good, like 8 out of 10. Call it an 8 out of 10. That's pretty good. I wouldn't give my own stuff an 8 out. I wouldn't give my own stuff a 5 out of 10. So he's doing better than me. But yeah, but that's mainly because I did mention there was a bit of heavy reverb on the singing, and I think that might have been to doctor up, because I said some of the singing didn't exactly mesh well with some of the songs. But yeah, that's just something you can't really fix. But other than that, it was a pretty star album. Anyways, you know, like I said, you know, just share it around with the peeps. Do what you gotta do. Subscribe here if you want more of the good old reviews, some good boys. I know the next review will be on a TV show, which is definitely out of my range, but there's put a good bit of work into that. So have a fantastic day, guys.
Oh, guess I just needed to get this off my chest.